huge numbers. Like this has 20 teams in this race, the D final for the Challenge Girls. And again, the way it worked out there was they did a qualifier, each individual athlete, and then they add the times, and then they seed them into these different finals. So we've got 20 teams here. I don't think I'll be able to get through them all, but just all the range of clubs across Canada represented here. One thing that was interesting was they said this is the most teams by far ever for a team sprint at nationals. This is something like more than double, maybe 150% of the normal number of teams that we would have. And I think this is just a great event. Tim had talked about it, about just, you know, this is a really good event, just a lot of fun. Okay, we've got a few skiers down already there in the back, so just staying on your feet is going to be job number one in these team sprints on this course. So the team that is leading right now, 132, Two Coats of Wax is their team name. They're from Clarenville Nordic, which I believe is in Newfoundland, if I've got that right. And it's Jillian Coates and Jocelyn Coates that are on that team, Team 132. So they're the early leader. And yeah, you can see on their race suit, that is Cross Country Newfoundland. So great to have them there. And I'll touch on some of these team names. So the teams could come up with their own team names. Some are more standard, the club and a number, something like that. But there's some very interesting team names like Two Coats of Wax. And we'll kind of maybe over the course of the day, maybe decide on the best team names that have been submitted. So there's not only the racing on the course, but there's also the battle of the team names that we'll be looking at. But there is the handoff for Two Coats of Wax. That is from one Coates sister, Jillian, to Jocelyn Coates. I'm not sure which one is which, but the Coates sisters are leading this D final. Now these, the Challenge girls, the Challenge boys, they'll only be racing 4 laps in total. So 2 laps for each of the 2 teammates. That's how it'll work. So it'll be very short, very fast. Again, this course, if you're just joining us, it's a 750-meter course. There's one climb out of the stadium that they're on right now, a bit of a chicane, then a long straightaway into the stadium where a lot of skiers are free skating, really trying to keep that speed up, keep that tuck low, be more aerodynamic, and then that final turn into the finish or into the exchange. Okay, so it's still Two Coats of Wax in the lead. 20 teams in this final, and there's going to be quite a few finals with numbers like that. So not only do you have a short course, very fast, short race, but you have a lot of teams, and I think this is just a great idea. This is what I think pretty much, you know, every Canadian and U.S. race should be trying to have something like this. It just gives so much experience and helps develop that exchange skill, which we've seen is very, very important to winning a team sprint. And it's there where Canada, the U.S. have their best chances at taking medals at World Championships, World Cups, and the Olympics, and we've certainly seen that in the past. Now we've got Team 137, Nakertok 44, Camelia Bowman and Catherine Nussbaum. They are moving up, and they are side by side with Two Coats of Wax. That's Team 132. So Nakertok, that great club out of the Ottawa Hull area, huge numbers of athletes here, great performances. Oh, a little bit of a mix-up there. See, that's what's going to happen, and that is part of team sprint racing, just trying to navigate those exchange zones. It's definitely running the gauntlet, as they say, with these exchanges. The team that's just starting to wheel in are 2 leaders, so it's Two Coats of Wax in first, and the Nakertok team in second, and that was Team 131, Sophie. Team 131, it's from Sea to Sky Nordic, so right around here, Sophie Firth and Sophie Hill. They are now moving into second place, just ahead of that Nakertok team of Camelia Bowman and Catherine Nussbaum. Now this is lap 3. This is the last lap for this skier. They're going to hand off in lap 4, and that will be the last lap for these Challenge Girl finals and Challenge Boy finals. So this, I believe, is under 18 years of age is what these categories are. And so you get lots of different age groups racing, and it's just a lot of fun. And you can hear the cheering. You can hear the cheering. It's really loud here. So that is 2 coats of wax. Clarenville Nordic leading this now. 135, Skibeck. Beatrice Blanchard and Florence Morin-Boilly is sitting now in second spot. So they have moved up. That is Team Skibeck G, I should say. They are sitting in second spot here with this exchange. Now that's exchange. This is the last lap for our Challenge Girls D final. And everyone that wants to race today is going to be racing as long as they have a teammate in their club that wants to race. And it's all going to be on the live stream. So let your friends know, let your family know, your friends know. You're going to be on at some point on today's live stream. And that's really great that lots of athletes are going to be racing on a live broadcast. Now we've got Team 138 going up the hill really fast. And I think some of these teams, they've just been able to navigate a little bit better all the traffic. And that's Team 138. That is Nakertok 27, Simone Odette Welke, and Nola S. In that group, and they're trying to move up. And so now we're getting a little bit of lap skiers, so we'll have to keep an eye out on who our top skiers are. I think that is, we'll see how this shapes up, but we are going to get a few lap skiers. Just how fast this is going. But that is, right now, that is Nakertok 27, Team 138. They are in the lead. Simone Odette Welke and Nola S., they have moved up on that climb. Yes, that is a new leader, Nakertok 27, and this is the final lap. There's just a little bit of a false flat that she's going up, and then she's going to make a U-turn to the left and head into the final straightaway. So this is a huge last lap for Team Nakertok 27. Simone and Nola
to the finish line.
And it looks like it's going to be Nakertok taking this Challenge Girls D final. Then we've got Skibeck. But 131, that is Sophie Ski in the Sky Nordics coming in. They're a local team. Could they take a third place or a second place here? And it's going to be Nakertok 27, Simone and Nola, and then very close there between 131 and 135. Sea to Sky Nordic, Sophie first.